Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Chronicles on YouTube. Today we are actually going to finally get our new wheels on the GR86. So it's bright and early for me. It's 10 a.m. and came here super early just to get the tires mounted onto the wheels so that we can get them on the car before our compound actually opens or before they have appointments today. So I got to get the car over there, and then Kristian has the wheels already, and we're finally gonna unveil the wheels that are not TE37s. So I really like the look of the TEs, but we're gonna try out something new and see how it goes. Hopefully it works out, and if it doesn't work out, that's okay too, because we can always get other wheels anytime. So fingers crossed. Hope it looks as good as me and Kristian envisioned it, and we'll see how it goes. It's the last time we're gonna see these TEs on this car. I don't even know if I ever showed you guys these wheels, but these are the wheels that I ordered back in February before we even got the car, just because we wanted a look that looks similar to Yasu's GR86, which I'll post right here. And he has these FXZs, raised gram lights FXZs on the car, but they don't offer that in the specific sizing anymore.
You got the key in your pocket?
Oh yeah. But they don't offer that wheel in that size anymore, so we had to get something different along the same specs with the same finish and a similar spoke design. So we ended up going with these Rays versus VV21Ss, which is still a Rays wheel, still a part of the Rays family of wheels that creates the TE and the gram lights and the FXZs and everything. But it's definitely a different look than what we're used to. But yeah, here they are. They're 18 by 9.5, 38, I think. 38, so they're gonna fit a little bit more aggressive than the TEs that we had on, ever so slightly, just to 2 millimeters. So hopefully it doesn't rub too bad. But kind of excited to run a different style wheel for once. We never owned any type of Versus wheel before. It's always been either Volk Racing wheels, or actually I've never owned any gram lights either. Yeah, so they either had Yokohama wheels or Volk Racing wheels, and now we have these new Rays Versus wheels. I'm just hoping that the concave face translates on that car, just because this wheel and like a flat face doesn't look very good. It's mostly made for like European cars and some Subarus and also like vans. So it'll be interesting to see this wheel on that car.
But they're wearing all right?
Yeah, with the eye alignment.
Yeah, the aisle.
Yeah, they look good still. Okay, so while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what else we've been doing at the shop lately, including some updates on DURS EK, and I'm gonna go grab some more camera stuff, so BRB. since I finally have some time back at the shop and I'm not traveling for a little bit, I decided it'd be a good idea to finally clean up these Mugen active gate brakes that I got. Somebody in Japan, one of Yasu's customers, like didn't want them anymore. He was gonna toss them. So I told Yasu that I'd just take them, you know? Like, they weren't in the best shape. They were pretty dirty and like, you know, they're just sitting outside for a while or sitting in a dusty box. So I brought them back and I already cleaned them up. Well, I wish I would have documented more of it, but it's not that exciting. It's literally just cleaning up some brake calipers. But yeah, if you guys know what Mugen active gate brakes are, they're just basically like S2000 calipers for ITRs and anything with the ITR5 logo to work on. But they have their own specific rotors. They have this weird gold finish to them. Comes with Mugen brake lines too, which I don't know if I'm gonna clean these up or if I'm just gonna order new ones. But not really doing anything with them. Probably just gonna hold on to them for my own personal collection, just because I think they're cool to have. These are the rotors. They're very specific. They're lighter than S2000 rotors, of course, and they got the Mugen badge on them. Or it's engraved into the hat, and the hats are drilled out, so they're lighter. This one, again, needs some cleanup. This one is in better shape. This one doesn't have as much surface rust on it, but this surface rust should come off pretty easily. It's just light water stains. And then I'm pretty sure these rotors are directional too, which aren't like S2000 rotors. So yeah, that's what's so special about Mugen active gate brakes. A lot of people say they're overpriced for what they are, but I don't care. I didn't pay anything for them. I'm just here to clean them up and keep them in my personal collection. And honestly, the cool thing about them is that you can still get these new rotors if you wanted to. So I wouldn't have to clean these up if I did plan to reuse them. I could just reuse the calipers and then get new rotors and get new brake hoses. But I'm just gonna try to use this rust remover just to get the surface rust off, just so it looks a little bit better. Clean up the hats. I don't think I'm gonna repaint it, just to try to get it to the original finish, just because it just seems kind of unnecessary. It kind of looks cooler with the wear and the patina on it, you know? Same thing with these. Like, they're kind of nicked up here. So parts of the logo are missing, but overall in very good shape. Like, it was pretty crusty here, so I kind of took a brush and I cleaned all this up. Probably gonna get new hardware for it just because it looks a little bit better, and these slide pins. So the slide pins are relatively affordable, so it's not gonna cost much money. Just to make them look a little bit better, and I'm probably gonna get new ones of these too. It also doesn't have Mugen brake pads anymore either. When I acquired them, it's hard to see because they're so dirty, but they're R-Master brake pads. So, oh yeah, here you go. You can see it better now. But yeah, Mugen active gate. Just a fun little side project since I have some free time at the shop and Dirk's starting to work on his EK again. So I figure it would be a fun time to start cleaning things up and putting them up at the shop. Meanwhile, over here at the shop, Dur's been working on his car finally, now that he's back from traveling the world and it's cooled down a bit here in California. Here he's test fitting his 16-inch CE. These are the lug nuts that he's gonna run. And this is just a temporary rear brake caliper, so that's gonna be replaced. But yeah, he has the suspension on already. 5 lugs done in the back. He just needs to do the front now. Fronts he hasn't touched yet, but that'll probably be tackled in the next few weeks. But yeah, the car's just been sitting. He's been slowly working on it, just trying to get back into the groove of things and stuff, you know? So things are happening here at the shop. Wait, you had these wheels already, or you bought these from someone?
I bought these 2018, 2017.
But you never used them before.
Them just because, just to have them. I bought them from Dylan.
Oh, okay. So they've been dirty since you bought them from Dylan.
Yeah.
And they've just been sitting at drywire?
Yep.
Oh. So that shit is just baked on there because he tracked on these wheels, huh?
Yep.
I have the not anti, but it removes metal particles. You want to use it? You want to spray it on there?
Nah.
Because it'll take all the brake pad material off.
I think that will be.
I don't know, man.
Well, maybe if it comes down to it, then I might try it.
I would maybe like use some water.
Why?
Maybe just cause if you're just gonna clean it, the hose is already here, bro.
Everything all wet.
It's already wet. Put it over there.
It's alright.
That stuff will definitely take the metal out if it is stained on there.
Cleans up pretty well.
Yeah.
This side's pretty much wrapped up. I do need to bleed the brakes though.
Yeah.
No. Do that tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
And hopefully the calipers don't leak.
Yeah, hopefully. You want to just bleed all at once after you do the front view?
I'm not gonna change the fronts though.
Oh, because you're waiting for your brakes to change.
Yeah, well, the spring calipers, I'm just gonna hang them, and then so they don't need to be re-bled.
Oh,
Because they're, I'm not gonna break the lines loose. There's only need to be the rears.
Look at that wheel gap. It needs to go down like 3 inches.
Did it get better?
Better, yeah. You're seeing less of the top of the tire.
Center cap's really nice.
Oh yeah?
It's like the VBS ones where the logo's printed like in a 3D form on the very bottom. So it's like raised, but the raise doesn't come all the way up to the clear part. So there's like a layer of clear that, you know, gives it like a 3-dimensional, I don't know what the hell you call it, but yeah, it's fancy.
3-dimensional effect.
Yeah, very fancy.
Nice.
Got some knurling on them too.
Yeah.
A lot of pocketing.
Yeah.
Pocketing, got some holes.
I guess that's the one thing about the Versus wheels. They always have a lot of these windows.
Yeah. It's like taking a flow form wheel to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Not just any regular cast wheel.
Yeah.
And this finish, man. Oh my god. That sparkling and the...
I don't know how the finish is gonna look on the car. But
yeah, I don't know. That looks pretty good with the tire on it.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I still doubt our styling choices sometimes, but it kind of works out in the end.
Yeah.
Looks good.
It's a hot look.
No, that's a completely different look now. Yeah, that 2mm does make a huge difference. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, the car's not settled yet either.
Yeah. Damn, really? It has that much more poke. I guess we'll find out right now if it rubs when you jack the car up. So. Right. I would say it barely clears, but then I also think it's rubbing already. Yeah. Oh, it does clear it.
That shit was tight.
Oh, it definitely does clear. That's crazy.
That's 2 mil.
I think it's rubbing like right here at the very top, maybe.
Yeah. The same spot as always.
Yeah, but the back side of it clears perfectly.
Yeah.
Damn, that 2 millimeters, huh? Yep.
Did that settle the suspension?
Just put it right in front of the dumpster. Yeah, it settled a little bit more for sure. I mean, it looks fine, honestly.
Yeah.
But it looks finer on this side than it does on that side. Because you know how it's off a little bit?
Oh yeah.
This side is the more aggressive side, right?
That camera was a little bit.
It's a weird ass Subaru suspension.
Really yeah, the camera gauge was couldn't calibrate it that day.
Yeah. Let's see how it is once you probably wash the car tonight too. It's so dirty. So just driving it back over from our compound to our shop, it's already kind of rubbing like crazy in the back. Probably gonna have to dial in some more camber in the back, but overall, it's a good look. I'm very happy with it. Looks better than I thought it would. Just with that extra 2 millimeter, I guess it just rubs so much more. So I guess at 40 we are already like at the limit with the way the suspension was set up, but it can be corrected and then we'll be back on the road again. So I guess the general idea here is to just showcase a different wheel from Ray's. We've always loved TEs, CEs, ZEs even. It's just TEs are a little bit too easy, I guess. So I guess with the loaner wheels that we got from J.Cray, huge thanks to him for letting us borrow his wheels for an indefinite amount of time. But he's gonna get those back now. And yeah, TEs was kind of like the final boss already, you know? So it's pretty interesting to stray away from that formula and try something so different. I'm glad that we got the concept closer because we originally wanted this car to be the white version of Yasu's car in Japan. And I think we're a little bit closer to that now. But it's definitely a different look. I know a lot of people aren't gonna like it. They're not gonna dig it as much because they're not T37s, and that's what everyone's used to seeing on this car. But I think this kind of ushers in a completely different look for this car. It's a much more street car look, as Kristian says. This is supposed to be like our street cruiser car, so these wheels make more sense. And I don't know, I just think it's cool to showcase that Ray's Engineering makes other wheels other than Volk Racing wheels and Graham lights. That's why I have TBR wheels on my IS now. Those are also Ray's made wheels. They're all from Ray's Engineering. So I think both of my cars now have that unique look that I wanted, where we're still running quality Ray's wheels, but not your usual TE. And I don't know. I have my TL here too that I'm eventually gonna put some wheels on, but I currently do not know what wheel I'm getting yet. That one will probably be more of like a generic look, I guess you can say. Probably maybe CEs. I would love to have CEs on there, but who knows? We'll see. Hopefully a good set comes up, or maybe even some old school Yokohama Advent wheels, like 2000s generation, the late 90s. Like some Sienna generation 2s would be good too, but who knows if I can find those. But yep, that's it for today. Brand new setup. Pretty happy with it.